Hello, it's Casper Kilton here, and I am playing Doodle Empires today. This is actually my second take recording this video because last time the video for some reason didn't record, but that also got me an opportunity to actually learn about the geography of the Middle East a bit because I was just kind of making up names because I didn't know what places were called. And I also thought this here where I started was the UAE. This is Yemen, so this time I'll get it right, and we'll have our first country be Yemen. And as always, I started them over here because that was also the place that Adis Pro started his series on what if civilization starts over, and it reminds me so much of this game. It's basically this, but randomness. Anyway, I mean, I'll try a bit to keep this similar to what I originally recorded, but yeah, it's random. It's probably something else will happen. I ended up having a whole war between what I now know as Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and I also accidentally recreated it a conflict going on currently around this area. If you don't want to know what I mean, check the news. But anyway, let's continue. They expanded like more to the east, but I said in my previous video that it wasn't a video because it was just audio, that I would have expanded them more towards the west. Okay, they are going to split, which is not what happened in my last time. Last time they they created there was a new nation up here, which was Saudi Arabia, where Qatar, aka the peninsula, as I just called it, broke away. I mean, and I think we'll have these guys here be Oman. I mean, after I did the recording, I my first take, I actually looked at a map so that I actually could rename the places, that I just gave fantasy names, like more like accurate names. And that was yesterday, so I think Yemen's this one and Oman's this one. I might be wrong. In when I'm editing it, I will correct it. Everything that I've said that about the geography of the Middle East that isn't true, because okay, they're going to reunite. I mean, I don't do the thing, use the glitch where, because I think it's a glitch where you can unite with yourself to completely bypass unions. I think this is a bug, and I don't want to use bugs. And I think that should be fixed in the next update of the game. As well as I want in the next update to have some maps. I want to have a Scandinavia map and also a more like Africa focused map, because like Northern Africa or like Central Africa's is in a map like this part of Africa is in the Middle East map, and we have Northern Africa and the Mediterranean map, but we don't really have an actual Africa map. So that's what I want from the next update. But yeah, but it's up to the game developer to do it, of course. I am decent at coding. Scratch games, not I. They're not really games at all. They're just they're more like just stories. What I could I have not, and I've basically only done this. I haven't done any of that since like the pandemic. So yep, a month coming back. Or yeah, I mean, might have just got those two countries like completely. Oh, Yemen splitting again. I think this here is the UAE. If I remember the map that I saw yesterday correctly, I will of course correct it in editing if I do it wrong. But Yemen is kind of collapsing right now. Let's see what Yemen is going to do. Oh, by the way, I haven't actually looked at these countries yet. What kind of country are they? Okay, Yemen's an isolationist and a flatlander. Oman's expansionist mountaineer. And the UAE is also expansionist mountaineer. So the UAE might want to expand into these mountains and Oman into these. And isolationist, I don't really know what that means. I just don't really do much with them. In my original version of this, there was a whole war going on to who could control like this part here, the crossover to like Middle East, from like Middle East to Asia. I mean, Middle East is technically Asia. I mean, but yeah, you know what I mean by Asia in this case. I guess Oman are going to reunite with Yemen because they keep doing that. Like they all have like the same Yemen culture, but Yemen is now doesn't really exist. I mean, they're under the control of Oman, but okay. Look, I guess Yemen's back. Okay. Let's check out a new Yemen to see okay, they're conquerors. Might start a bit war, but I mean, they want more of Oman's land clearly, but Oman they just kind of want to keep exploring. And yeah. Wait, what? Ugh, there it goes. Now I just did something completely wrong because I didn't know why it wasn't. What I have to select the nation, not the select nation thing. They are now one country once again. How many times do they have to split and unite and split and unite? Let's get back to actually talking about the game. I'm creating Saudi Arabia. last time I created them over here, but I feel like it makes more sense. So, actually, what am I talking about? They don't really have anything here. They're just like these countries, like probably the lord is like explorers who had to like emergency got lost in like emergency set up camp. They really want to get back to the coast, and they do it. So yeah, that's the tiny bit of lore that I'm giving you. Like most of this stuff, I'm not really making up lore for it. You can make stuff up. I mean, it's random. It's okay. I think Yemen actually split at some point in history. I don't know whether it was North or and South Yemen or West or East Yemen or whatever. I only know that in Yaku's world, the guy who the song that's really bad at naming countries, like it literally says Asia is a country. Like nobody says that, and it also says both Yemens, but I don't really know anything else about it. But I'll just have West and East Yemen. So this will be East Yemen, and then I'll rename Yemen to West Yemen real quick. Wow, East Yemen are taking a lot of it. I've got this random dot of uncolonized land. I hate it when that happens. Yemen is now split up. West Yemen, but East Yemen they are peaceful. I haven't seen which kind of terrain they like living in, but that doesn't really. No, they are flatlanders, but let's do something more with the UAE. Probably like an empire to like kind of like olden days standards. Okay, this is a river. I don't know what it's called. I literally coordination in like the other version of my. I think I literally called them River Arabia because I couldn't think of a good name for them. I have not done much with Oman. Oman gets a new leader. They are now isolationist mountaineers. Have they still? They get a new leader again. Still isolationist mountaineers. Okay, now they are uniting. Am I going to have to unite with West Yemen? I guess so. And I guess I'll keep these guys as East Yemen because like no North Macedonia, even though like the south of Macedonia is in Greece, they even though they're the only Macedonia country, they I mean even though they are the only Macedonia country, they are still North Macedonia because South Macedonia still exists in Greece. That's what I was trying to get at. Okay. Okay. Now this. Okay. I guess East Yemen have all of Yemen now, so I can get them Yemen and get them back into that Yemen color that we've always had. Okay. Now we officially have two countries, Yemen and Saudi Arabia. And now I'm on origin mode. Now I'm on political mode. Doesn't make a difference. They're all their entirely own thing. Okay, now we are getting a third nation, and I am going to be putting them here on the Sinai Peninsula. I think that's what it's called. As always, I I don't know. I'm missing this for the millionth time, but I will correct this in editing if I don't. Okay, they literally don't have a name for their leader. Okay, there we go. It's just got such a long name. Let's shorten this guy's name. Sardanapalus. That reminds me kind of sardines, so this will be Sardine Man. Leader is Sardine Man. Okay. Sardine Man. Let's have them get all of this of the Sinai Peninsula. Isn't enough in a medium expand. Let's try and give them the. Okay, I guess not. Why does something always happen that doesn't? Okay. Thank you for undoing my sad Eurovision reference, of course. I love just sprinkling those in. Yemen are going to get these islands and discover Africa. Let's fill out the Sinai hole. I'm going to call it that, the Sinai hole. And I'll let them get the coast of Egypt here. And by the way, it's been 50 turns, so